Brother!
What's going on?
Welcome to the DVD Weekly Podcast Plus.
We're back.
From May 28th, 2020.
Yeah, into May. This is it.
Yeah, we're
See ya,
sorry we
May.
weren't here last week.
Yeah.
We did not plan that.
No.
We had some scheduled madness, and Jared has medical madness.
God.
How
Well, I
deep
think,
you want to go into
people that
this?
have listened to this show for years
Yeah.
know that about 3 years ago,
Yeah.
I had kidney stones.
Yes.
And there was one, I had 3 of them, and 2 of them had passed, and I knew there was still one there.
Yeah.
And now that one is coming to haunt me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
And
there
of
is
course,
nothing.
it's the big, like I was in the ER. I've never been in the ER so long. Like I was in the ER all day. This was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
On morphine the entire day.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. Actually, the morphine didn't do much for me.
That's exactly the way it was when I took whatever they gave me.
Like what's weird is I got a tingle at first,
Yeah.
and then nothing.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, "What?" And so they had to give me some of this other stuff.
I was
like,
all waiting to meet Alice in Wonderland.
yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah, no, it didn't do much for me, man. But yeah, so this is the biggest one. It's 5 millimeters, which what they tell me is the biggest that you can pass naturally.
Ouch.
So they're telling me I have a 55 to 60% chance of passing it by myself.
Nice.
Then that's like, okay, we're going to get you to a urologist. So call a urologist. And it was a 2.5 week wait.
What?
So I don't have my appointment is next Friday. So a week from today.
Jeez.
Right. Before I can even like get options and figure out like what else I could potentially do.
Yeah.
But it has been absolute hell. But it's stuck again. It got stuck again like about 3 days ago. And when that happens, I'm fine. Like, so
because it's not moving
I'm
around.
all good right now.
Yeah.
But literally, could be in the middle of this show. I'm just on the floor screaming in pain.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
It's the worst pain I've ever had.
Dude, it's just terrible.
Just terrible.
Yeah, it just it hit me hard too because like Mel and I, it was our anniversary last Tuesday.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Went out to dinner and I was
Yeah.
fine, man. We went to Sonora Steak. Everything's great. And then I got home, and about a half hour after I got home,
You went out and rode a roller coaster.
yeah, right.
No? Okay.
Well, I wonder because like a day before that, Cohen's had his last soccer practice.
Yeah.
And it was parents against kids.
Uh-oh.
And we played like a full hour
Wow.
game against the kids, right? And it was like
Who won?
I was
brother?
taking it. Oh, the parents did, baby, by 2 goals. It was close though.
I'm sure all the other parents were looking at you going, dude.
Yeah, no, I was
You're
probably
supposed to win.
I was taking it probably a little more seriously than the other. I was like, let's do this. I ain't let these kids beat us.
God, that's
But I
funny.
wonder if like all that activity like
Could be.
jarred it loose, and
Yeah.
then the next day it was that next night that it just like hit me hard.
Yeah, mine hit.
Oh,
Yeah, mine hit overnight.
Yeah. Oh,
I woke up in the middle of the night
and
and I
just like
thought
you're dying.
it was scary. I
Yeah,
didn't
oh
know
yeah.
what the hell
yeah,
it
when
was.
you don't know what it is.
No, I thought
and
it
this
was.
time around, I knew, you know, because
Yeah.
I've done it before. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, it's the thermite.
Yeah.
Luckily, like
Jeez.
I thought, oh crap, do I just have more? But that is the last one. So like for now, anyways, that's
Yeah.
the only one I do have.
And you start growing new ones.
Yeah, God.
Yeah,
I know,
brother.
It's just not what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's a battle.
What do you say? We open up our monster juice.
Yeah, that's gonna help me.
Let's do that now. Yo,
Let's
I'm
do
sure it will.
Let's crack that
Little self-medication never hurt anybody.
You got. And hey, let's crack this one. Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, sir.
This weekend.
That's right.
Celebrating and remembering those that lost
Yep.
their lives in active
Absolutely.
duty.
Absolutely, brother.
Proudly drink for them,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah. Tell you what, while we drink these, why don't we enjoy a little phone call?
Let's please do that.
Hello. This is Will in Portland, Oregon. I went to see Pearl Jam on their new tour last night. It's just the 3rd show, and it was so good. Brother Jared, I know you were talking about the new album. I hope you have tickets to go see them when they're in Seattle. I saw a lot of chatter online last night where people were just saying how awesome the set list was, and it was one of the best they've seen. 'Cause, they change their set list every night, and me seeing the show as it's going on, they were just doing banger after banger, like a lot of the songs that I just love by them. Of course, it was dominated by songs from the new album, and that album's great, but they did so many songs from 10, their first album. They did their Mama Son trilogy, which I heard was only like the third time ever that they performed those songs, those 3 songs in order like that. It was the first 3 songs they ever did together, I think. And they did my 2 favorite songs, Do the Evolution and Given to Fly, but it was just so good. Eddie sounds great. The band sounds great. Mike McCready on guitars is freaking awesome. And there were fans from way back in the day, and there are also some new fans sitting around me who didn't know a lot of their older stuff. It was some of everybody, but yeah, if you get a chance to see them on this tour, I hope you take it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
The old PJs,
Oh,
brother.
man.
Pearl Jam.
Oh, man. I do not have tickets to that show yet.
Oh, really?
And I think they're here. It's next week that they're here.
Oh, wow.
Or is it this week?
I don't know.
It's coming up, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I mean, I've seen them a lot before,
Yeah.
but I would love to see this tour.
Yeah.
Because the new album is fantastic.
Oh, good.
Like Will said.
Yeah.
I think it's their best album in quite a while. And yeah, I've been hearing that the shows are just great. Great shows. And to his point, they're different set lists. They open up with a different song every night.
Oh, that's cool.
And I did hear the Portland show was just fantastic. So
wow.
very cool. You got to see that, Will. I am hoping to go to the one here, but we'll
That's nice.
it's kind of a wait and see thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then a little like when we get into TV, like this new show that came out. Oh my God, with a little bit of Pearl Jam in it.
Really?
We'll talk about it a little bit, but yeah, good job there, Will.
Cool.
Way to go see PJ.
Hey, how
Good
exciting
show.
was it that Will gave us a phone call?
I love it.
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
What's funny
And
is...
we're going to talk about Will even a little bit more later.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Yeah.
And, usually this is our dry season. We're getting into summer now.
That's right.
And that's when the phone calls start calming
Yeah.
down. Brother, we got another one.
Ooh, bring it, brother.
Hey, brothers, this is Matt Cunningham calling. I wanted to call and let you know that Don was in Rocky 2, not Rocky 3. So, just a reminder to you. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later.
Don't they have a new Rocky coming out? Can't I be in that one also?
Well, one of these years I'll get it figured out.
Can I get up? Can I just go up there and say, hey, I was in 2?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
So I should automatically be in this
before
one.
any of these. Raise your hands if you've been in a Rocky movie.
Yeah, right.
Nobody. Crickets.
Rocky
Except
2.
for my hand.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Very good.
That was very nice. How about in the news, brother? Anything in the news? Probably nothing. Huh?
I don't have
Yeah.
anything. Even though it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Nothing like huge that stands out for me right now.
Yeah, I've had other things that have been going on.
Yeah.
And don't really.
Who's
You know.
got time for the news? Who's got
No.
time?
No, I'm pretty much turning into a hermit. I really enjoy being at home. I rarely go out. The only time I do, it's a taxi service for my daughter.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Anyway, all right. Well, I guess that takes us to sports.
That takes us to sports, and wow, a lot of good stuff going on. Of course, with Memorial Day weekend, which we're going to get to, just a fabulous weekend of sports coming up. But man, NBA and NHL going strong. They're both in their conference finals right now. The NBA Western Conference Finals, the Dallas Mavericks are leading the Minnesota Timberwolves 1-0. And then in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Boston Celtics, the sons of bitches, up 2-0 on the Indiana Pacers. God, the Pacers should have won the first game. They completely blew it with a late foul on a three-pointer. Like, oh my God, the Pacers should. But yeah, I don't like any of the teams left in the playoffs, but I hate the Celtics. So literally, if Dallas, Minnesota, or Indiana, I'm pulling for all 3 of those teams.
Yeah.
Any of them to beat Boston. Because the Lakers and Boston are tied for the number of championships won.
Oh.
I do not want Boston to take that lead. So please, God, Dallas, Minnesota, Indiana, wake up and beat those Celtics. And then the NHL playoffs, also my most hated team, is still alive. In the Western Conference Finals, though, it's Edmonton Oilers. They're up 1-0 on the Dallas Stars after a 2 OT game last night. There is not, to me, I love, football is my all-time favorite sport, right? But there is nothing better in sports than hockey playoffs, especially in overtime. I mean, getting a game 7, of course, but last night went to 2 overtimes, and just the intensity is just so, it's insane. So Edmonton got that one from Dallas last night. But then in the Eastern Conference Finals, Florida Panthers up 1-0 against the New York Rangers, the hated New York Rangers. So again, kind of the same way I am in the NBA. I don't like any of these teams left in the NHL, but Edmonton, Dallas, Florida, make it happen. Just beat those Rangers. That's all I care about.
All right.
But then really, brother, Memorial Day weekend is all about the greatest, I mean, sports-wise, let's be honest, all about the greatest day in racing, brother.
Yes, brother.
God, it's such a glorious day of racing, starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time for the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix. That is their premier race of the year. Just an amazing race. Just zero room for error at that
Just
track.
put wings on them and let them fly.
That'd be awesome.
Be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. So really looking forward to that one on ABC and ESPN. And then right after that, coverage starting at 8 with the race starting at about 9:45 a.m. on NBC. It's the Indy 500.
Yes, sir.
Super excited for that. I watched the qualifying last week, which
Oh, yeah?
was just, the qualifying is so exciting, dude. Especially the last 4 that have to, that one driver doesn't make it.
Yeah.
And they have an hour to set best times and like, oh, it's so much. It's just high drama.
As a kid, man, I was so into the Indy 500.
Yeah.
Just so into it.
Yeah, it's still just a fantastic race.
I'm not as into it anymore.
No.
Well, because
I
now
love
you
it.
don't know any of the racers.
Well, you
Is there
don't if
any
you don't
Americans?
watch, brother.
Is there any
Yeah,
Amer-
there's a lot of Americans.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I remember that. And then I remember.
There is.
I remember when they kind of got away from the Americans. You remember that period in time?
Oh, sure.
Dad was so pissed. He was just because you know how he was. That's
oh,
the
yeah.
American sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not happy about that. But yeah, I mean, now I don't know any of the drivers.
You would. If you, I mean,
Think so?
Yeah. Plus, there's like, there's Unsers, there's
Yeah,
Andretti's, there's like,
okay.
you got,
All
you still
right.
got the family names, right?
Yeah.
But then you got Kyle Larson. You know him from NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing the double duty, which hasn't happened
wow.
since I think Kyle Busch did it in like 10 years ago. It's been a long, long time.
Didn't Tony Stewart do it once?
I believe Tony Stewart did it.
He did?
Yeah, I think he did it. But yeah, so he will be racing in the Indy 500 in the morning, and then in the big NASCAR race starting at 3 o'clock, the Coca-Cola 600 on Fox. So it's and man, Kyle Larson qualified 5th. He has never raced
Wow.
an IndyCar.
Dang.
Never
Wow.
really been in an IndyCar. Did testing, goes and qualifies 5th overall. So that's going to be super fun to watch. And then just to watch it,
That's Sunday, you say?
that's Sunday,
yeah.
And then, getting in the helicopter and flying to the
Yeah.
airport, like that whole thing is kind of fun to watch. And
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what an achievement to be able to do 1,100
Yeah, no
miles
kidding.
in a single day.
It's crazy. And come out alive.
And come, seriously, man, like, my God.
Yeah, back when I probably talk about this every year, and this just proves that I'm getting old. Back in the day when I was young, Indy racing was dangerous as hell.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean,
Dude.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid just looking at them going, they may not be here by
Right.
the end of the race.
Right.
Because when they had a wreck,
It's
holy
severe, dude. 'Cause
crap.
They
It
are
was-
going
I
220,
mean, nowadays,
like
they have a
230.
wreck and the car's shredding all over the place.
Yeah.
And you just know there's body pieces. And they just
And they just
calmly
get right out. Yeah.
flip the car back over from its upside down
Right.
position and they walk home.
It's pretty amazing how much
God.
they've put safety in these
Well,
cars.
yeah, because they're faster now than they
yeah,
were.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just maybe
Yeah, in
that,
fact,
maybe that
Indy
was a
500
trick.
it was the fastest qualifying Indy 500 ever.
Wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, big day on
I
Sunday.
miss what's his name singing back home in Indiana.
Oh right, old Jim Neighbors.
Jim Neighbors.
Yeah. Damn it.
Those were the good
Damn it,
days.
Fish.
Good days, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There you go, brother. There is sports.
Well, brother, it's time to talk Disney.
Let's do it.
Oh, I love it. My wife won't let me talk Disney.
She's had it.
Oh, she's throwing the dirty looks and everything. She doesn't want me to talk about it because she can't be there, so she doesn't want to talk
true.
about it.
She doesn't want to
I
hear it.
am starting. It's kind of like my wife's like a crate. And not one of the new ones, the old ones that are rusty and just, creaky. And you got to, if you want to open it, you got to be real careful. Right?
Yeah.
First of all, there's not a tool in the world that's going to do it. So you got to find other ways. So I think I finally found a way. So this past 2 weeks, for some reason, I don't know what happened, Disney collecting became huge for me. And I'll tell you what it was. We're cleaning up, getting ready for Herman to be here.
Oh, right.
For the graduation and everything.
Yeah.
And upon cleaning up, I'm finding binders. And in one binder, I found a bunch of Disney postcards that I had when I was a kid.
Oh, and you were all, and you didn't know about those when you were doing the postcard collecting?
I
Like
knew
the
that.
recent.
Well,
collecting?
I know I've got a bunch of stuff out in the garage.
Yeah.
Right? And it's all put away nicely and, and everything. So I don't know how much is out there, but I didn't know that I was sitting right on top of these stupid postcards. They were right here in the studio. So I took those out and I'm like, oh man, I need to. And what's funny was I've been recently, I've been slowing down a little bit, but I've been recently collecting the hand-drawn, the Mark Davis drawings of the Country Bear Jamboree.
Okay.
Those postcards. I had a ton of them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
So anyway, I put those aside and said, well, you know what? I got to start doing that. I got to enter those in and do some research. And that takes a lot of work. Oh, my God. It's ridiculous. Well, that's what this book is right here. It's the Bible of Disney postcards called Disneyland the Nickel Tour, which I think I've talked about before.
Yeah.
That's where I get all my information and create my numbers and all that stuff. Then, recently, as you know, I've talked about it, the database that I've been creating for Disney Pins.
Right.
So that's been going on, right? Well, I finished the database. It now works beautiful.
Nice.
49 pins in there. I've showed it to you.
Yeah, looking good.
All the cool pictures.
Looking
All
good.
that. Well, there's been a couple of new pins that have come out that I've wanted to add to it.
Right.
Which then added more pins. And then, oh, look, I found another resource for pins. Now that's become huge again.
Now you're back
So now
into
I got
pins.
postcards. I got pins. And then, what do they call it? Ephemera? Is that the word?
I don't know.
It's any kind of paper goods or like that have to do with a collection. So it's brochures, it's tickets, it's kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got a box, and it's got a ton of Disneyland ephemera in it.
Gotcha.
So it's got old e-tickets, and it's got all the. So I've been working on that, trying to get it out of where it's at,
Right.
and put it into binders with new plastic things. Because some of them are in binder pages, but the binders have been there for so long that they're hard now.
Oh, right.
So needless to say, I've just been bombarded with Disney stuff. Well, on Mother's Day, we not only went to Funko,
Nice. Yeah.
but we went to the Disney outlet.
Okay.
Okay, Susan didn't want to go. She loves Disney.
Yeah.
Right? Loves it so much she can't watch a Disneyland commercial. If it comes on, she cries.
Really?
Right? Yeah. And I get it. But we went to the Disney store, and she actually, turned into a little girl. It was she was so excited in there. So I thought, okay, here we go. I just heard that crate crack a little bit. So then I found some pins on Disney.com or DisneyStore.com. And she has a thing where she does not like to pay shipping. All right? She hates it.
Yeah.
She will spend $400 so she doesn't have to
So she
spend
can get the free shipping.
the
Yeah.
$12 shipping. So I got to thinking, wait a minute. Well, I want to buy a pen, then I'll take it to her, and she'll get interested in it,
There you go.
right?
Yeah.
And I'll say, well, look, I'm only, and of course I say so innocent and cute. I'm only spending $45, and we have to have it up to $75. So why don't you look through it? Well, now she's all about going through the Disney catalogs now. So, brother, I'm working on it. I see
like
the
it.
daylight.
Yeah,
through the cracks.
there's a little bit of
Yes.
there's a crack.
But that's what I have been doing all week. is just working on going back to actually really collecting and just having fun
Yeah.
with Disney. You know, nothing's more fun. Well, let me just tell you this first. Big news for Disney today, as a matter of fact. First of all, I have harped on about Walt Disney World's version of Fantasmic many times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, Fantasmic is back at Walt Disney World. I sat my fat butt down, and I made myself watch a live stream of it.
Gotcha.
I changed my mind. The thing I didn't like about Walt Disney World is it's so artificial, right? You sit in this giant auditorium, outdoor. It's huge, which is so much better than Disneyland because, oh my God, when they do Fantasmic at Disneyland, it shuts down New Orleans Square.
Yeah.
It just shuts the place down.
Right.
You can't move. But because of that, they have this little built-in thing with water around it, but it's just fake, right? The water's not a river. It's fake, you know? And then when the Mark Twain comes out, it's not the Mark Twain. It's some set they built that floats, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That bugged me. To me, it was just a very cheap version of Disneyland's. Well, now they're actually using it as a stage, you know, the area up front.
Gotcha.
So they've used that for live characters, bringing in live
okay.
Mulan and and you know what? That's pretty damn cool. So you've got the live people, you have the projections, and I didn't really mind the artificial things floating by as much.
Right.
So the reason why I bring this up is because tonight, brother,
Yeah.
tonight's
the night, bro.
the return, since the Burning Dragon, the return of Fantasmic at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Dude, everybody's there right now.
Wow.
It's freaking crazy already. It's been crazy since this morning.
Oh, my God.
Cannot wait to see it. That's big news for Disneyland.
There's no
And,
more dragon, right?
there is no more dragon.
Yeah.
What they're doing, and I believe they're going to do the same thing at Disneyland, is it's going to be all about Maleficent. And do you remember in Fantasmic where Maleficent went up real tall?
Yes.
It looks like her clothes were
Yeah.
like expanding.
Yeah,
She went-
yeah.
Well, now she goes way up.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of where the battle is.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with Disneyland's version tonight. But I do know that the big pirate ship that goes by, and they used to have Pirates of the Caribbean for that. Now they're taking it and moving it back to what it used to be, and that's Peter Pan. So you'll have Peter Pan flying
that's what I
around.
remember.
And, yeah, so
Peter Pan,
that's
yeah.
pretty darn cool. So big excitement in the world of Disney tonight, brother.
Very good.
I will be there. Brother, we're not done.
We're not done.
It's time for Two Truths.
Oh!
Disney Villains Live.
Damn it! Am I 3-1? God, it's been a while now.
This is a hard one.
I think I'm 3-1. I mean, you're 3-1, 4-1.
Yeah, we're going to
I'll
probably
go
change
3-1.
that up tonight.
Oh, damn it.
Number one. Now, folks, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of Disney trivia. 2 of them are correct. 1 of them is a lie. Disney Villains Lie.
Damn it.
And at number 1, we have Disney will be producing a live-action movie based on Club 33 from Disneyland.
I know that to be a fact.
Number 2, Disney will be producing a live-action film of the movie Up. Number 3, Disney will be producing a live-action film based on their attraction Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Ooh.
So number 1, the Club 33.
I know that's happening.
Okay,
I actually read about that.
you think it's happening. Okay,
So I know that one. That one's definitely true.
okay.
So God, is it Up or is it Big Thunder Mountain?
Yeah.
Why would they do Up? I mean, why? Like, I'm gonna say, but because you could probably do some cool stuff with the Big Thunder Mountain film.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm gonna say that the lie is Up.
Yeah. All right.
Well, and also because there has not been a live-action Pixar film,
That's true, huh?
right?
Yeah.
So that's
Well, let's
another
take a
reason.
look. Our first one was the Club 33 movie. True or false? True.
Yeah, if I hadn't seen that, I probably would have picked that. 'Cause I would have been
absolutely.
like, a movie about like that's crazy.
When I read this, that's what reminded me to do this section of the show.
Gotcha.
I read that, I'm like, there's no way in
Right.
hell anybody's going to believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's a live action movie based on, it's a private club in Disneyland, Club 33. Have you ever been?
I'm not. No.
Okay, I've been.
No. That's the one that's like right above the Blue Bayou, right?
I've been twice. I'm trying to think of what. I know one of them. I remember one, but the other one I don't remember.
Isn't that where it is though? Above the Blue Bayou.
It's not really.
No?
No. It's connected to it.
Connected to it.
But no, if you're looking at Pirates of the Caribbean, the entrance,
Yeah.
you have to go off to the right and kind of past that building. There's a little alcove right there.
Yeah.
But if you go through the hallway, once you go upstairs in Club 33, if you go down the hallway, this is what the guy who got us in did for us. He said, "Come here, this is going to be very cool." So we're like, okay. So we go upstairs, we pass the kitchen, and we go up to a door. And he goes, "Now, when I tell you to, not yet, but when I tell you to, I want you to open that door. You're going to walk out onto a balcony." I said, "All right." So he picked up the phone, murmured something to the person, waited for a second, and I heard the door go click. And he goes, "Okay, step out." I stepped out above the Blue Bayou restaurant.
Oh, cool.
Dude, so weird.
That's a view you never had before.
Because I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, the hallway didn't clue me in that that's where I was.
Right.
If you've ever been to the Blue Bayou restaurant and you've seen the musicians playing up above on the balustrade thing, that's how they get there. As they go through. But Club 33 is amazing.
That's super cool.
So amazing. I could tell you forever stories, but I will not. But I will tell you that the guy who wrote Goosebumps is the guy who's writing this Club 33
really?
movie. Yeah, Darren Limke.
Gotcha.
He's writing it, and Sean Levy is going to be, I believe, directing it. They say it's going to be like Clue at Night at the Museum, kind of like that. And Club 33 is like a club for detectives. So, should be interesting.
That's weird. All right.
Number 2
Yes. Oh boy.
was Up.
Yeah.
And you think that's the one that was not?
I think that's the lie.
Yeah.
There's not been a live Pixar film, and I really actually would kind of be excited for a Big Thunder Mountain film. It could be cool.
I agree with you, brother. Unfortunately, you lost it this week.
Are you
brother.
serious?
Disney is producing a live-action film of the movie
Damn
Up.
it!
Hold on to your sack, brother. Not too tight, though, because you got that problem going on.
Right, that's right.
Brother, guess who's going to play Carl Fredricksen?
Who?
Get ready to suddenly be excited about this.
Will Ferrell.
Dick Van Dyke, brother.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Good Lord.
When I saw that, I'm like, oh, my God.
Huh.
So I went like this. I went, oh, my God. That's just crazy. Brother, I'm sorry. There will be no Big Thunder Mountain Railroad
Doesn't that make
movie this year.
that could
Absolutely.
be a cool film?
Absolutely, it would be.
Yeah.
Damn
Damn it.
Every time I'm over at by Big Thunder Mountain, I think of the movie Hot Lead Cold Feet, which had damn it, 2 major comedians were in it. Don Knotts. Don Knotts was one of them. I can't think of the name of the other one. Anyway, a lot of the there's some props that were in that movie that are at Big Thunder Mountain. So every time I think of that, but what if they did Big Thunder Mountain and they capitalized on the whole ghost story?
Yeah.
And they made it a real scary story.
That could be,
Not a
awesome.
comedy, not this haunted mansion crap.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be cool?
That would be pretty sweet.
Oh,
I
brother.
dig that. I dig it.
And there you go, brother.
Well,
That
damn
is your Disney information for
I think
the
it
week.
takes me down to 3-2. I still got a winning record. I'll take it.
That's true.
I'll take it.
That's true.
Yeah. Damn it.
But let's go to music.
Music. That is weird, though. Out of all of the Pixar films, that's the one that they
Well,
first make a lot. Well, I guess
people
how could you do
love
how many of the others?
Up.
Yeah, they do.
They love it. They're
Yeah.
apparently doing another
Great.
animated one.
I thought it was all right.
I've got.
No, it's not one of my favorite Pixars.
I have an Up gift. I won the monthly drawing on one of my favorite Disneyland streams.
Gotcha.
I didn't even know. And I logged in to watch one of their streams the other night. And she goes, well, Mouse Ears Radio, you won the monthly thing. And
Nice.
you have 3 more hours to get in there and sign up and say you heard it.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I'm like, holy crap. I went in there and did it. But, and that was, and they were celebrating Up. And one of the things that Disney released here recently was it's the Up house
Yeah.
and all the balloons above it.
Uh-huh.
And it's a light.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a lamp, yeah. So I won that, brother.
Nice.
So excited.
It's super sad.
I would have never bought it myself. You know what? I
Right.
was not a big Up fan.
I'm not either. Like, it was okay.
Everybody was, oh, God, I cried in the very
yeah,
beginning.
right.
I didn't.
Well, at the beginning is the saddest part, for
It
sure.
is. But I didn't cry because we didn't know him that well.
Exactly. It's exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I think that is probably fault of the music. I think that maybe the song that they were playing at the time just didn't hit me.
Oh, maybe.
Because something's got to be there to hit you
Yeah.
if you don't know the character.
Right.
And I don't know, it just didn't work for me.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Plus, isn't it just a weird, wacky? You got that weird,
That dog and the
the talking dog
Yeah.
with a little collar and that weird ostrich bird thing.
right. I don't remember that one doing much
But
for me, man.
it not only was it super popular for most people, but now there's even people talking about it more. It's really weird. There's been this upsurge, if you will, of interest in it. So we'll see.
There you go. We'll take it, I guess.
Now back to music.
Music. Yes, music. Beautiful music, sweet music.
Sweet music.
Releases for May 24th. That's today. Let's take
Speaking
a look.
of music,
Yeah.
Autumn made it into the church band.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
It is awesome.
That's very cool.
There's one guy in the band that
Yeah.
reminds me of the guy from Green Day.
Really?
Yes, because he does the same steps. And
Gotcha.
he is into it. And he told Autumn at one of the rehearsals, she's gone to like 5 rehearsals now before they invited her.
Right.
They finally invited her last night.
Nice.
He told her that is his life's #1 thing. He said he lives for the moments that he gets to perform on stage.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's his whole world.
Huh.
And I love watching. Older guy, but you never know. He looks just like somebody in a Green Day or, one of those kind of bands.
Yeah.
Just great.
Rocking it out.
So I'm happy for her.
Rocking it out for the Lord.
Yeah, brother.
I kick ass for the Lord. Top 5, brother. Let's get to it this week for these releases. And there's actually 2 that are on here twice. It's one of those kind of weeks. It's weird.
Really?
So I'll skip number 5 because it's also number 3. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Number 4 this week is RM, brother. Now, he is the leader of BTS. Yeah. This is his second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person. Version A is sitting there at number 4 this week.
Version A. Okay, that this could be the one.
Yeah.
That could be the double. Could be. Just don't tell him.
Number 3 this week, also at number 5. Number 5 is the deluxe version CD and vinyl. Number 3 is the regular CD of Lenny Kravitz, bro.
Whoa.
Lenny Kravitz's new album, Blue Electric Light. This is his 12th studio album. I was listening to it this morning. It's got some good stuff on it, man. 4-time Grammy winner, and he sold 40 million albums worldwide. Recently got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Too. The deluxe version comes with a 28-page booklet. I didn't see that it had extra songs on it, but couldn't really tell. But yeah, so you got a few choices of versions of the new Lenny Kravitz album,
Dude.
Blue Electric Light.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then number 2 and number 1, the same album as well. Number 2 being the Amazon exclusive Bandito Yellow Vinyl, and the number 1 being the CD. It's their first studio album in 3 years, and their 7th studio album overall. The album is Clancy. The band,
Yeah.
21 Pilots, brother.
Oh, wow.
So you like those guys, right?
I love them.
Yeah. I listened to the first track, and it was pretty cool, dude. I was like,
I don't know
man,
what happened.
got a cool beat.
Autumn loved them, too.
Yeah.
And then she heard a story.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
My wife does that, too. I don't care.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't care. I don't even want to hear the story. It doesn't matter to me.
Why?
I'm
Is
not-
like
I'm-
one of the
I'm
guys
not-
did something, or
I'm not
something
buying into their. I guess he's just an a-hole.
Oh, really?
But I don't care.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care. I ain't sleeping with him.
Exactly. Right.
Oh, I just got the shivers. That was gross. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be friends.
Yeah.
I love the music.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, God, if you hated everybody that you should hate,
You wouldn't like anybody.
dude, you'd be back to the little cymbals that you hit as children. That's all you'd have left.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to actually listening to this album because just off the first track, it sounded really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, 21 Pilots, Clancy, their new one, #1 and #2 on Amazon.com.
Nice, brother.
Yeah.
Little sad news in
Uh-huh.
music, brother.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear?
Maybe.
The group Train,
Yeah.
the founding member of the band, has passed away at
No
58.
kidding.
Charlie Collin.
Huh. I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Never been a big Train fan.
Oh, I was.
They had some good. They had a good Christmas album actually.
What band did you have a friend who was a drummer in?
The Wallflowers.
The Wallflower.
That
What
was,
happened to them?
Mario Cleary.
Yeah.
They broke up a long time ago, didn't they? And that was Bob Dylan's son was the lead singer,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I guess
my
you're right.
buddy's brother was the drummer.
Yeah. Didn't he
Mario
used to
Cleary.
drum in our garage?
He used to
didn't
drum in our garage. He actually gave me a couple lessons.
Oh, be
Yeah,
damned.
and I remember always thinking, God, he is not using his talent with this band. Because, dude, I mean, you listen to the Wallflower stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just,
No,
it's
it's
just
pretty-
chill.
yeah.
And like, there is, I mean, I could have been a drummer for the Wallflowers.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. He probably could have. Pretty damn good drummer himself.
But, I mean, and he was an incredible drummer. Like,
Yeah.
classically jazz trained. So he was like, the dude could play anything. And I always just remember listening to Wallflowers being like, damn, dude, he's got to be
Wow.
just so bored playing this stuff. But, anyways, yeah, but I think they're long gone, aren't they?
I think so.
I think Mario left the band too
Yeah.
before they were done. 'Cause
Oh.
I think they had a new drummer near the end, I believe.
Huh.
But yeah, there you go.
All right.
Isn't Train from like Santa Barbara or something? I want to say they're.
If I have the information. Train's an American pop band from San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay.
Formed in 1993.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. I was a junior in high school. Been
Brother.
around a long time.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Does that take us to television, brother?
It does take us to television.
Television. Man, I got a great new show to tell you about. It's a docu-series.
Is this on regular NBC, ABC, CBS
so
Fox?
good. No.
Okay.
And we'll get to it at the end here.
Okay,
Because there was a big show that came out last week, and my wife would kill me if I didn't mention it.
Uh-oh.
And I was actually forced to watch these first 4 episodes of this
Uh-oh.
new season. Jesus. On Netflix, brother, it's back. Bridgerton. Season 3. 4 episodes are out now. The rest come out in June. And, I've been laid up, right?
Yes,
so,
you
like,
have.
at nights I just, like, outside, when I was really feeling bad, I just would lay on the couch. like-
Between moans.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And then, just because I'd watch whatever I watch during the day, and then at night, she could, I was like, you can watch whatever.
Were the kids jumping all over you when you're on?
Dude. Oh, God. Kyler hurt me so bad one
Just
time,
imagine.
dude. And I was like, I had my eyes closed, and I'm just like in pain. I'm like, just sitting there like, oh, God, I'm trying to think of other things. And he comes and jumps
Oh.
right on my crotch, dude. Oh, my God. It hurts so bad. He felt so bad.
He just cracks me up.
Yeah,
He'll be sitting there and dead run right at you.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Kid's nuts.
Goodness.
So yeah. Anyways, Bridgerton, that's out now. God, it's just it's not for me, man.
No.
It is not for me. That's a lady show. I mean, let's just be honest here.
Yeah.
Next up, The 8 Show on Netflix. The number 8, The 8 Show. It sounds interesting. 8 contestants in financial hardship take part in a money game.
Finally, a show I can maybe get on. Yeah.
A reality competition with $44.8 billion up for grabs.
Good Lord.
To win, they must endure 100 days in a sparse studio. I don't even understand this part. As all purchases carry a 1,000 time markup, subtracting from the prize. I don't know what the hell that means.
What?
That was the description on IMDb.
That's a
I'm like, what?
horrible description.
Horrible description.
What purchase?
And it's not. This is a show. It's not an actual. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's a show.
Oh, it's not a
I
game
don't know.
show.
Let me just move on. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Mulligan Part 2 on Netflix. After an alien attack destroys the Earth, what remains of humanity has the chance to start society over from scratch.
Huh.
This is the animated series with voice talent from Dana Carvey and Tina Fey.
Wow.
Yeah, so there you go with that. Then we get to a couple docu-series, brother. First one.
My favorite.
Dax. Soulsville, USA on Max. This is a 4-part documentary following the rise, difficulties, and lasting impact of this pioneering music label, Stax. Otis Redding was on Stax.
Oh, wow.
Booker T and the MGs.
Oh, wow.
A lot of funk.
Yeah.
But what they did with a lot of the bands that they had on their label is it was a mix between black and white musicians, which at the time was pretty much unheard of. And that's what they drove for. So a lot of cultural, historical good stuff with Stax.
Very cool.
That's probably a really, really good 4-part documentary. But then the one I am just into, brother, and unfortunately it's only a 3-part documentary. And actually right before I came over here, I was watching part 3.
While you were driving, brother? While you were driving?
No, I was at home. Before I left home, I was watching this bad boy.
Up for debate.
And this came out on the 21st, so just a couple days ago. It's called Lolla, brother.
Lolla. It's about Lollapalooza.
You damn right it is.
Yeah.
The story of Lollapalooza on Paramount Plus. So in the summer of '91, the Lollapalooza Music Festival was born. What started as a farewell tour for the band Jane's Addiction, which I never realized.
I did not know that.
I did not realize that. Rose from the underground to launch a cultural movement and change music forever. Again, 3-part documentary. It's so good, brother. So you would love it, because we went to some of those, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we went. I didn't go to Lollapalooza '91, the very first one, but I went to '92. '92 was the first one I went to, and that was the one with Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Ministry, Jesus and Mary Chain, Lush. Like that one. Oh my God!
You don't see lineups like that anymore.
No, you do not. You don't.
But there's a hell of a lot more people now. But
for sure. And
95% of it is crap you've never heard of.
Right, exactly. But yeah, Lollapalooza, they were all over it, dude. I mean, they signed Pearl Jam to Lollapalooza, which you learn in the show, before their album came out, before 10 came out.
Wow.
So they didn't know how popular. And when that album came out, it immediately blew up, right? With Even Flow and Alive, and so by the time the tour started, they were slotted as the second band. Jeez. And I mean, they could have been damn near the headline. I mean, or at least right under Red Hot Chili Peppers, because Ministry was the next to last band, and they were already bigger than Ministry, right?
That's crazy.
So it showed a lot of, and that was the first, because there was so much hype from the '91 that the second one, everybody wanted to go to Lollapalooza at that point. So every show on Lollapalooza '92 was sold out, and the lines to get in were troublesome for them in that second year. And because Pearl Jam played second, when they took the stage, multiple shows throughout that tour, people started climbing fences and because they were like, I'm not waiting, but Pearl Jam's starting, right? So anyways, lots of great stories, and Perry Farrell's very involved in the series, so he's interviewed a lot. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails is heavily in this show. Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. A lot of great Billy Corgan. A lot of big stars,
Wow.
that were on the tour. Ice-T, a lot of these guys. And then you see a lot of the MTV footage, because it's an MTV production.
Neat. Yeah.
So a lot of the MTV like news footage from back then when when they were doing the show. So brother, you got to see
Bring
this.
back some memories.
Oh, totally, man. They show the poster that I have up on my wall that I have that I bought at the Irwindale one that we went to.
Wow.
And they talked about that was awesome. Remember we went to Lollapalooza 93, or was it 94? Chutes and Ladders. But we went to the one where Primus was the headliner, Alice in Chains, Tool, Rage Against the Machine. That's the one I have the poster for, right?
Okay.
And the night before it, we went to the rave. Remember that?
Yes.
With Tracy Lords
Yeah, that
and
was
Moby.
fun.
And we ran into Perry Farrell,
Yes,
remember?
we did, right out by the bar.
Right out by the bar.
Yeah.
And he was talking to another dude and mentioned that Porno for Pyros was going to play on the side stage.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Right.
So
Yep.
then that next day, we were at the side
Yeah.
stage and nobody knew.
No.
Remember? Like, because it was unannounced.
So cool.
And that was Porno. I didn't realize this. They talk about it in this
Oh,
show.
wow.
That was the very first Porno for Pyros show ever.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, and I did not
We were
realize
there?
that. Yes, we were there.
Holy crap.
Because they created the whole like second stage. Because that was the first. That was that was the second year where they had a second stage. Because that was kind of unheard of back then.
Now the whole damn thing's the second stage.
Yeah, right. Well, now they don't even tour it anymore, right?
No.
Now it's just in Chicago. It's
Yeah.
like one
Yeah,
day.
that sucks.
It's like 3 days, like in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they have one coming up? I was just reading about it.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
they do. I think they do. But and I'd love to go to that sometime. That'd be awesome. But yeah. So they don't tour it around anymore, and I'm sure they're going to get to that in this third part. Because now they're at Lollapalooza 96 where it all kind of started to fall apart.
Yeah.
Because they had Metallica. And it was like Metallica. And,
I remember
and so that
that.
caused all kinds of like
Yep.
drama and like
Yep.
so that's where I'm at in the series right now. But brother, it is so good. Like just remembering all these bands and seeing all this footage from all these old festivals and like knowing
Yeah.
we were at a lot of these things, like it is such a good show. So Lolla, the story of Lollapalooza is available now on Paramount Plus and Plex, brother, of course.
We left the, good. We left the rave, slept 4 hours.
Yeah.
Bunch of guys in this tiny little motel room.
That's right.
And I can't sleep. So I was awake the whole damn time.
Oh God.
And then off to Lollapalooza.
And you were
we
our
went.
driver, like we
Yeah.
we were like 16. I don't know.
Yeah,
We
it
didn't
was-
have our driver's licenses yet. Like, yeah, God, that was a good time, man.
it was
And what
a
a
good time.
great show. Like,
Yeah.
so many great bands.
Yep.
So yeah, man, it was great to just kind of like really like so many memories came flooding back of like
Wow.
me starting to go to those concerts back in the
Aw,
day. And there's Irvine Meadows footage.
Oh, wow.
And then the
Yeah.
newest one starts at the Gorge. Because Lollapalooza 95, the first show was at the Gorge. So the whole, like almost everything they show from Lollapalooza 95 is from the show at the Gorge, which I didn't go to, but it's cool to see like, all the shots from the Gorge and like just what it was like back then. So anyways, what a great, great show.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of Pearl Jam. That's why I mentioned I mentioned Pearl Jam earlier. Because there's a lot of stuff about them because they were, they didn't, like they said, Lollapalooza didn't break Pearl Jam, but Pearl Jam broke Lollapalooza basically because them being the second band, like it was unheard of to have that big a band play so early in the day of a freaking festival, right? So, anyways,
They certainly do not do that nowadays.
no, definitely not, definitely not. So I highly suggest checking that out, brother. It's good stuff.
And here we are today, still going to concerts.
I know.
I've
damn right.
Got one tomorrow night.
That's right. I was wondering if who was going with.
It's
tomorrow.
me, damn it.
Nice.
I'm going.
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
And I don't care. It's okay. Make fun of me. That's fine.
No, hey,
He was a skater boy. I don't care. Hated that song. Yeah, she was. I loved her when she first came out.
Yeah.
I loved everything she was about. And then her music started getting kind of younger. Mm-hmm. She did Skater Boy, and I'm like, yeah, don't go in that direction.
Right.
And then the next one that came out was like a cheerleader song. I can't remember what it was.
You were like, I'm done.
But it was like a high school
Yeah.
cheerleader thing. And I'm like, no, I just can't
Yeah.
hang with her anymore. But then she got involved here lately with that guy that Autumn likes really bad a lot. That we've seen
Youngblood?
Youngblood.
Yeah.
She did a thing with him, and I'm like, oh my God, she's finally grown up. You know, it was so cool.
Yeah.
And then I heard a song that she did with somebody that was really good.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Yeah, I haven't been out to White River yet this year, so.
Oh, really?
Tell me if
And you're not
there's
going
any
to
changes.
tomorrow's?
No.
Oh, does that mean I
No.
can have your parking then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
You know what I don't have is the parking passes. I just realized today.
I've got one.
Well, take it
Okay.
because I don't have them for this year yet.
Oh.
Like I don't know. I mean, we have that spot still.
Yeah.
I know that for sure, but I don't. I
Well, that's
didn't get
weird.
like extra parking passes, so I need to. I was going to email them this
I
week.
wonder if this one's going to work.
I bet it will. They don't usually change.
I mean, if not, it's not the end of the world.
yeah, but I definitely try it and just
Yeah.
tell them that's my spot. Like,
Yeah.
nobody else is going to try and park there, obviously. So you're good to go. Bro. Good
Sure.
to go. Should we go to movies, sir?
Let's go to the... No.
Oh, okay, fine.
Well, I have a TV show.
Oh, well, fantastic. What
Damn
you
you.
got?
You ought to be ashamed of your damn self.
Why?
Because last week,
Yeah.
this week,
Uh-huh.
the final episode of this season of The Masked Singer.
Oh, gotcha. We've been watching it actually. We've seen I think 3 more episodes.
Have you?
We're still on last season though.
There's one that's just, to me, really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's with 2 singers
Gotcha.
that are together. And it was just such a cool, fun, oh my God, I can't believe this kind of moment.
Yeah.
And I love that. But the end, let me tell you, the last 2 people in the
Yeah.
end, good Lord, dude, it was hard to choose.
Really?
Hard to choose.
Were you happy with the winner then?
They were so good. The person that, I'm being very careful here.
Sure.
The character that did not win was
Yeah.
the one that Susan thought was going to win all season.
Gotcha.
So cool to see that
Got there in the
that
finals.
character made it to the end.
Yeah.
The person that did win was somebody who just kept getting my attention.
Ah.
And finally, toward the end, I'm like, oh my God, this character's got to win.
Gotcha.
But was not an easy decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting there going, in the end, it's like, my God, I just don't know who was better.
Huh.
But really good season, fun show. I still love the show.
Yeah.
And I hope they keep on going.
Nice. Well, yeah, we're gonna get back on it. And now, like, Quinn loves watching it.
Oh, good.
So she wants to watch it with us all the time.
Yeah.
The last one we watched was again from last season, so I can give it away.
Uh-huh.
It was the Rock Show, and amazingly, it was Sebastian Bach who got kicked off.
Oh, I know.
Like, I'm like, how the hell? And he nailed that because he played the Motley Crue track.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, the Poison track because what's his name was
yeah.
there. So, and I was like, he gets kicked off on Rock Night when he freaking nailed that last song.
That's right.
Whatever. But that was fun to see Sebastian
Such a
Bach.
fun show.
Yeah, they
Such a fun
get
show.
quite an eclectic group of
Yeah.
folks on that show.
Yeah.
Right?
And
So,
now,
yeah, good
what's
stuff.
really funny is that, you know, my concern as a producer of that show, if I was, would have been, are we going to be able to continue to get
right.
knowable talent?
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, you know, how long are we going to be able to get
Exactly.
people to say, yes, I'll do this? Now, people can't wait to get on that
Yeah,
show.
right?
It's like a big
That's
deal.
true, yeah.
And a lot of people who have kids want to get on the show.
because then they to have their
So,
kids watch and then not
yeah.
know it's them and
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah,
Fun
that's-
show.
that's pretty
And I
cool.
love the host. I just love him.
Oh yeah,
Can't think of his
We never can remember his
No,
name.
I can't. But I just love him.
Yeah,
and you
no,
know
he's
what?
pretty
Why
good.
do I love him? What got him started?
Wasn't he America's Got Talent? He was the
No.
first America's Got Talent host, wasn't he?
Okay, how about before then?
I mean, maybe wasn't
Because I feel like I've known this guy forever.
he?
But what got him into the limelight? What was he? Was he doing a TV show?
Nick
or-
Cannon, by the way.
Nick Cannon. Thank you.
Let's see.
I have to look that
I mean,
up.
wasn't he?
Did he have a song? I don't know. I mean,
Nick Cannon, 43 years old. Nick Cannon.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 437 kids.
Yeah, dude. Like, so many kids.
It's just crazy.
Let's see. Not now. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. All right, calm down.
You know that family just hates Father's Day. Oh, my God. It's like Christmas times
Yeah, right.
two.
Let's see what he's known for here. I mean, he was in movies too, right? But Masked Singer, of course.
Was he in movies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been in.
All
He's
right.
been in movies.
Then maybe that's
but I don't
what it
know if
was.
there's any like. I'm looking through right now to see. He's been in a ton of stuff that I've never heard of. Drumline, interesting. Rags, jeez.
Huh.
Wow, he's in a bunch of crap.
He's just a
This is
cool
the
person.
answer.
And he's made his mistakes. Yeah, I get it. You know, I know a lot of people
Yeah,
don't like him.
right.
He's been a little racial, and he's gotten into that kind of thing, and I don't care. I like him. I think
Yeah,
he's
no, he's a
cool.
great host.
You know,
Like,
I just
no
really,
question.
really like. He just seems like just an honest person.
yeah.
You know,
right.
an honest to goodness, good person.
Yeah. God, you look at his IMDb and it's just massive.
Really?
I mean, but a bunch of like just little things. I mean,
Yeah.
he did. I guess Nick Cannon was in Family Guy. That's funny.
Oh.
For one episode. Yeah, a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. Day of the Dead he was in.
What?
In that was the 2008 version.
Wow.
That's interesting. Monster House. He was a voice in
Oh,
Monster House.
I remember that.
How about The Adventures of Brer Rabbit?
Nope.
In 2006 he was in.
There goes the racial hit card again.
Garfield the movie.
Stay
in
away
2004.
Stay away from that.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I was
I'll be
looking.
darned.
Oh, and he was in Drumline. He was in Men in Black 2.
Uh-huh.
But I don't-
Drumline was a pretty big. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what it's about though.
It's about like a high school
Drummers-
drum.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think that's the
Drum Squad.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, man, he's in so much stuff.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of it's TV stuff
Yeah.
that he's credited with. But,
And that's what I seem to remember him from.
Yeah.
Is like being in a TV sitcom, but I just don't.
No.
That may not be what it
I mean, there's
is.
so much stuff here. I can't even like.
Is
oh my
American
God.
Idol on there?
That's what I'm looking
'Cause
for.
I
Not
never-
American Idol. America's Got Talent is what I was saying. Because
America's
wasn't he
Got-
the
Oh, yes.
original America's Got
Yes,
Talent host?
yes,
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was saying. Yeah, here it is.
You're
America's
right.
Got
I
Talent.
forgot about that.
He was in 470 episodes.
Yeah, I
America's
loved him in
Got
that
Talent.
too.
So that's probably where you know him. I mean, that
Yeah,
was probably the
That's got to be
the
it.
origin of
Mhm.
knowing him, I think. But wow, man, you look at his IMDb, he's got way more things on here than he does children. I'll tell you that. That's saying something.
Well, give him a couple more years.
Yeah, exactly. Movies, brother. Are we ready?
I
we
am ready.
We got some movie streaming. You know, we actually we watched the latest Ghostbusters last night.
Did you?
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
What'd you think?
It was fun.
Oh, that's
It's
the way
not-
it should be.
It's not great by
Yeah.
any stretch, but it's kind of fun to have like like everybody that's been involved with Ghostbusters.
Aw.
So all the old folks, man, they're back. Like outside of it's crap, chutes and ladders. The guy who passed away, Egon, freaking can't think of his real name. That's sad. Anyways, but yeah,
So that
it's-
guy finally got his wish. Remember we interviewed
Yeah,
him? and
Ernie Hudson.
He wanted to be in
Yeah.
another movie.
That's right.
And another
he is
Ghostbusters.
definitely in this. He's great in
Aw.
this. So it's great to see all them. And then
That's cool.
the recent Ghostbusters from Ghostbusters Afterlife kind of continues that story. The main villain in the it just kind of looked dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cool character,
Uh-huh.
but just the look, it was just like, oh man, that's the best you guys could do.
Huh.
So I don't know. It doesn't hold a candle to the first one, but there's a lot of great homages and a lot of small characters from the original film
Oh, fun.
show up in this one.
Oh,
And I'd be
cool.
like, oh my god, that's so and so. That's
Yeah.
so and so. Like, so that was kind of fun. So it's totally worth a watch, man.
Nice.
If you're a Ghostbusters franchise fan, so check that out.
Very nice.
New stuff coming out this week.
Brother,
How
I
about-
have one.
Oh, you do? Bring it.
Oh, wait. We're not talking
no,
about
we're not physical yet.
I'm so,
Sir,
what is wrong with
calm
me?
your pants.
What is wrong with me?
I don't know.
The other day, let me tell you, let me just break in
Yeah.
and tell a story like I always do.
Do
which
it.
is what makes me so damn charming. I always take the dog potty when Susan's not here.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done, there's a little hook by the door that I always hook it up with.
Right.
So the other day, I take the dog potty, and I had to go take Autumn. This was yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to go take Autumn to band practice,
Uh-huh.
get all done, come home. But on my way home, the wife gets home early
Right.
and immediately takes the dog out potty.
okay.
Right? Because it sends me a little message on my phone that someone's at the door.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, why did she do that? Because she knows I do it every
Yeah.
day. And yet, every day she asks. Drives me crazy. And then she'll ask me, did you feed the cats? Every day. So I went home and I said, well, I noticed you fed the dog. And she goes, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, why are you saying, well, yeah? She goes, well, didn't you want me to? And I'm like, no, why do you say that? She goes, because when I got home, the dog's leash was hanging in the kitchen. What? Dude, this is scary. I guess I just went to another planet for a while. And when it came time to put it back on the wall,
Yeah.
I put it up where the keys go in the kitchen. So when she got home, she thought that meant that I couldn't take him.
Oh, so it's like take him out. That's pretty funny.
Like, wow, that's scary, dude.
That's just a brain
I mean,
lapse.
what the hell? I never realized it. That's scary, right? That's scary. That is scary. That's serial killer stuff right there. That's serious.
Yeah,
That's
what else are
scary.
you doing in your blackouts? Oh, my God. Yeah, that's good stuff. A couple new movies coming out streaming this week, starting with Night Watch, Demons Are Forever.
Yes, true.
On Shudder. This is a sequel to the Night Watch film from 1994. In this one, Martin's daughter, Emma, takes up a night watch job to find out what happened to her parents almost 30 years ago. A meeting with Warmer in his cell pulls the serial killer out of his coma and sets in motion a chain of fateful events. So there's that. Also on this one's on Netflix. Golden Kamuy. I know that's not how you say it. Kamuy. Kamu.
Just say showers.
It's Kamui. How would you say that? Kamui.
I'd just pass it up.
Kamui. The reason I mentioned it's a live-action film based on a very popular anime series.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why you can't say it.
Yeah, pretty much. This one, I bet, is solid. It's on Prime Video, a documentary called The Blue Angels, brother.
Ooh.
A documentary that showcases the rigorous selection process and intense training that takes place in the lives of these extraordinary pilots.
Do they still do their thing?
Hell
every
yeah,
now and
they
then?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool thing out here that Brother alluded to here in Washington that they do every year for the, what's that called?
That's exactly what I was trying to figure out.
Jesus. They used to do the boat races too.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they don't do those anymore. Right?
Huh. Why not?
I don't remember if they do those or not.
I think they do because
they?
you see them towing the boats around during that time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But then that same time of year, the
little
Blue
hydroplane
Angels,
boats or
yeah, the
whatever heck they
hydroplanes,
are.
yeah. And then then the Blue Angels come out here, and you can always hear them. They come practice. You hear them throughout the week.
Yeah.
So cool, man. So I remember we got to tour the Blue Angels, and I got to tour them through the hub at work.
Oh, cool.
One time, which was super freaking cool.
Yeah.
So I bet that's a pretty interesting documentary, the Blue Angels. And then also, I think this is out on VOD. It's on Plex now, brother. So I believe you can get your hands now on The Fall Guy. That's the new comedy with Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling about him being the stunt guy.
Yeah.
And it actually looks pretty dang funny. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that film. So I believe that is also available on VOD.
Like it.
Now we get to the 4K physical Blu-ray releases, but it sounds like you have one first.
I do, brother. Oh, I do.
Please.
Are you excited for?
Yes.
Speaking of 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, brother.
Kung Fu Panda
On UK.
4.
I mean 4K.
Love
on
it.
4K, Ultra, HD, Blu-ray. It's got everything, brother. And let me just throw in, because you listen to this show for a reason, and God only knows what it is. But one of the reasons I know is because we give you tips that are unbelievable.
Just change
So
your life.
if you're at home and you're listening real loud, because I know I listen to everything out loud, really super loud, but that has to do with age. Turn it down so the neighbors don't hear.
Right.
When you go to buy this, go nowhere but Walmart.
Walmart's the one, huh?
There's going to be a Walmart politically incorrect version, I call it, with kids training chopsticks.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, brother.
Kids training chopsticks. That's hilarious.
Racist. Racist right there. Chop kids. I don't know, bro. I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Run out, get
That was a fun film. We all went to the theater and saw the old Kung Fu
We
Panda
talked about
4.
it too during that
Yeah.
period of time, and will repeat that I just love the Kung Fu Panda series.
It's a great series.
It
I mean,
really
Jack
is.
Black is so good.
Yeah.
And the writing's good. The stories,
Yep.
all the characters are good.
Yep.
It's just a really well written series,
Yeah,
man. It's a great franchise.
I agree.
Yeah, so good stuff. Another franchise, because we're doing our movie nights, and tonight is movie night.
Ooh.
And Taco Truck night. Yeah.
Woo.
We are on the Despicable Me series because Despicable
Another
Me,
good series.
Yeah,
The same
it really
people.
is.
Isn't that the
dude.
same people, right?
No,
It's not DreamWorks?
no, that's Illumination.
Oh, that's right.
Is
That's right.
Despicable
Because they're
Me.
kind of the same in a way.
A little bit,
Aren't they?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, we are on tonight is Despicable Me 3 night because we've done the first one, the second one, Minions, and then Despicable Me 3, and then Minions 2 because Despicable Me 4, I think it's next weekend that comes out, right? I believe.
I think so.
So our plan is to go see that one in the theater. So we gotta wrap that series up. But coming out this week on 4K Blu-ray, that's May 28th releases, starting with Crimson Peak. That's the Guillermo del Toro supernatural horror film from 2015. Actually, one of my least favorite Guillermo del Toro films, if not my least favorite. I remember going to the theater in Portland, Oregon, to go see this movie, and we fell asleep. I think we started
Whoa.
it. We started it. We went to a concert or something. I can't remember what we did during the day, but we went to a really late show and just didn't make it all the way through. And then I tried to watch it again and just lost interest. I don't know. I might need to give it another chance because I love me some Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. This one just didn't quite always grab me. But Crimson Peak on 4K. Witch Story from 1989 coming out on 4K. Cry Baby from 1990 with Johnny Depp. Navy SEALs from 1990. I used to have that movie poster on my wall when I used to. Remember I had all the movie posters on my wall?
Yeah.
From a lot of them from Stan the Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to have the Navy SEALs one. Cemetery Man, that's a classic from 1994. Batman from 1989, the Tim Burton classic. Like that's still probably my all-time favorite Batman film.
Yeah.
Right? Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson. I mean, come on, man. That's coming out in a steelbook. It's an interesting steelbook. I had to look to be like, which Batman is this? Because you cannot tell from the cover that it's that original film. So I didn't really like it.
Yeah,
because of that.
I remember seeing
Did you
it,
see
thinking,
it? Yeah,
well,
I'm like,
what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, though. And then Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock from 1984. I don't know why that one's just coming out by itself. I feel like that's been out before, but they're showing that as releasing this week. But if I had a most wanted this week, and if it wasn't Kung Fu Panda 4, it would be Bob Marley, One Love. Brother.
Wow.
I really dug that film. Really, really liked it. Good, solid flick, man. And that's coming out in a regular version and a steelbook version for the old Bob Marley, One Love.
That is
I should
beautiful.
have looked to see what extras on there because I bet there should
I'll tell you what.
there should be some great
Autumn's
extras.
getting ready to come home. She doesn't have a key.
Uh-oh.
So I have to go open the door. While I open the door, you look that up.
Oh, geez. Are we still rolling then?
Look it up
Pause
now, live, and keep people excited.
Oh, my God. I can't do that. That's your job.
Oh, God,
Let's
back
take a look.
hurt.
Bob Marley, One Love, Blue, Ray, extras. It's a solid film. I mean, if you're, who isn't a fan of Bob Marley? I mean, if you're not, you really need to check yourself. Just kidding. I understand. But still, Bob Marley definitely one of my favorites all time. And not just his popular songs, not just Legend, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But, man, the guy's got so many great songs that most people have never heard. Here we go. Here's the bonus content for becoming Bob Marley.
Hi, brother.
Hi, brother. Now I've completely lost track of what I'm doing. But I did find the extras. Becoming Bob Marley. Go inside the making of a legend and see Kingsley Ben Adir, probably said his name wrong, transform himself into the iconic Bob Marley. The story, bringing Bob Marley's story to life. See how the filmmakers structured the film around Bob's music, message, and family. The cast, there's a sit down with the actors on location, Jamaica and England, discover where Bob Marley lived and created some of his best music, from the beaches of Jamaica to the streets of London. The band explore the real-life musicians involved throughout the making of the film, including some family members of the original Wailers. There's also 8 extended and deleted scenes. So not what I was kind of hoping for, some deeper Bob Marley stuff on the extras, which doesn't look like you're going to get. It's all focused around the film. But still good stuff there, brother. Bob Marley, One Love.
Delightful.
One love.
Simply delightful.
One heart.
Autumn's boyfriend's driving around everywhere. It's beautiful.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to drive anymore. He's
It's a new boyfriend.
taken care
I
of.
don't think we've talked about it.
Yeah, not the. It's obviously not the one from Chicago anymore.
No, he didn't drive very well.
Yeah.
Here they are right here. Oh, is that him? No, that's not him. He doesn't have a driver's license, though.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he doesn't even have a permit.
All right. That's
Oh, Lord.
a little frightening.
Well, not really.
No?
I mean, think about it. What is a driver's license? Piece of paper.
Let's hope he doesn't get pulled over without a driver's license.
And then she'll call me and I'll go get her. You know?
Sure.
I have checked his driving, though. I do. I love my door.
You only get to see him pull in, though.
What do you call that? Key.
You're talking about the ring.
Yeah, that's more important that he pulls out. No, I mean when he leaves the house, because you got to watch the corner.
Wow.
Anyway, so
Yeah, good stuff there, brother. It's time for Over Under.
Hey,
Yes, James LaRoe continuing to make it happen for us.
he's a good fella. Have I mentioned that
The
before?
best.
Yeah.
James LaRoe is the best.
Yes.
Now let's go back. Let's go way back.
Back into time.
2 weeks ago, brother.
All right.
If you can. We had a film called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. that
Yeah.
came out, which was expected to make $45 million. I said over. You said under. And the actual was 58.5. It was over. Because of that.
I was wrong, but I don't mind.
Because of that, brother.
Yeah.
Will Johnson
Hey.
gave us the call a little bit earlier on the show. He wins for the first time. First time over under champion for Will Johnson.
Nice.
Good job, Will.
Nice.
Way to go.
Love it.
Yeah, I love to see the new winners. That's
cool.
fantastic. He got his prize today. So congrats, Will. Way to go, buddy.
Very nice.
Love it. That means we're in a brand spanking new round.
Yep.
Okay. Now that goes back to last week. So last week was the start of it. For those of you that do not remember how to play or don't know the rules, you basically go to our Facebook fan page. Great James LaRoe. It's usually Thursday. Posts what the estimates are for the big weekend films. All you got to do is say whether it's going to go over or under that. All right. You get a point for each one you get right. First to 25 wins the pot, brother.
Yes, sir.
Wins the $25 Amazon gift card.
Oh, I thought you were sending pot.
Oh, well, I think you can do that nowadays.
Don't get people excited.
Yeah, sure. And then, hey, we don't have to get into tiebreakers, but you got to, if you got 2 at 25, it's whoever, what gets to 25 and leads at least by 1.
Right.
All right? So there you go. And we started off this brand new round with 3 films last week. Great.
Did I vote?
You did not.
Dang it. And you know what? My
So
poor
way
wife.
my wife didn't either. She forgot.
My wife tried to get me to do it. I forgot.
Oh, that's crazy. And I was struggling with a freaking candy stone. I still remember.
Well, yeah. What else did you have to do?
That's a good point. So last week we had 3 films. The first one, Back to Black, which is expected to make $6 million. I said under.
Yeah, I would have too.
You said nothing, though. And the actual was 2.8. It was under. Dang it. Next up, The Strangers, Chapter 1. This is like the prequel to the film Strangers. Estimated to make $10 million. I said over.
Yeah.
Brother said nothing.
I would have said under.
And the actual was 11.8. It was over. And last but not least, if Ryan Reynolds, the one about like the imaginary friends, right?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then I think, right, isn't that what it's about? 35 million.
I talked to somebody who saw it and they loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds is great. 35 mil was the expectation on that.
I would have said under though.
I said under.
Yeah.
Better said nothing. And the actual was 33.7. It was under. And your leader by himself with 3
Yeah.
is Jared Shaw.
No kidding.
Yeah, goddamn.
What?
I was the only one that got all 3 right. Come on.
Oh,
If only we could the winner just got to 3, I would have won.
Hey.
It'd be over. Right?
Yeah, it'd be
You know, the
done.
last time I've had the lead in this thing is.
deal. Huh.
I mean, this will be it. I'm going to celebrate this entire week just being in the lead for 1 week.
Wow.
This week, we have 2 films coming out in the theater. 2. And these are 4-day estimates,
This
mind
time
you.
I did vote.
You did. And these are 4-day estimates. So
Oh, here comes Autumn.
keep that in mind.
New boyfriend. They're gonna
Oh.
kiss before they get out.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm
make
sure.
sure that car ain't rocking, brother.
Yeah, I'm the same. Make sure.
'Cause if it is, we can't go knocking.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Except that's usually with a van. It's a very small car.
It's true.
There she goes. She's coming. She's.
Oh, brother, Jesus,
No, no. Jeez.
What the hell?
See, this is what fathers do, children. She thinks she's all by herself. Everything's cool. She doesn't realize I'm watching every
Has the door open
move.
yet?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
She's in the room now. We got to stop talking about her.
Okay. Understood. At least she's clear. Sounds good. The 2 films, but let's start with the first one.
All right.
Little animated action, huh?
Ooh, that's what I hear.
It's the Garfield movie.
Yes, brother.
After Garfield's unexpected reunion with his long-lost father, ragged alley cat Vic,
Yeah.
he and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered lives to join Vic on a risky heist. Was
I
Vic always a
always-
part of the Garfield?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I was
have
never.
always hated Garfield.
Yeah.
And you know why?
went
I'm
through
gonna
a
tell you
phase
why.
I liked him as a kid.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, why?
Because I know you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the story. When I was in high school, I hated the druggies. We called them the druggies.
The druggies.
Yeah, if they did drugs, pot, whatever,
Yeah.
we called them the druggies. And
Gotcha.
I hated them. There was a girl that was really interested in me in high school.
Yeah.
She was a druggie. I found
Ooh.
out, oh no, that was grade school.
Holy hell.
That's right.
Lord.
That's right.
Jesus.
And she was with, except back then, they weren't really druggies, but she was a hard ass kind
Yeah.
of, right? And I found out that she was in a classroom of hard asses.
Gotcha.
So even when I was a kid, I didn't like them people.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. I don't know what the hell brought this up.
Yeah, I don't know where this gets into Garfield.
Anyway, what the hell were we talking about?
Garfield.
Did I just leave the collar and leash in the kitchen again? To me, Garfield was like high all the time.
Oh, yeah, I can see
Right?
that. I can see that.
So I hated him.
Huh.
Hated him.
Interesting.
And so I ask you now,
Yeah.
what? So this is a kid's film, right?
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Kid
it's not
even
rated R.
knows
That's where
who the
I'm
hell
at.
Garfield
That's
is
where I'm
anymore.
at, dude. I'm like, is Garfield even a thing
No.
anymore? Like,
Hell, the cartoons of people that kids know aren't doing very well.
yeah, right. I did think it was. I find it was interesting that you know who's voicing Garfield?
Mm-mm.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson is Vic.
Anything that guy doesn't do.
I know. And Snoop
I'd
Dogg.
love to see his IDB.
Oh, God.
That one.
Take you a month to get through it.
God, I bet.
Snoop Dogg is in this, and guess who he plays?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg. What a shock.
He plays Snoop Cat,
He-
and it's CATT.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
36% on Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes.
what a shock.
Not good.
No.
Not good. And the estimate is 50 million, dude.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
50 million.
What are they thinking?
I mean,
Wow.
it's gonna get close to that at
Hell.
least. How?
I don't think it's going to
How
be
could a
close.
Garfield movie make 50
No.
million?
More like 20 million. And that would blow me away.
Right? I mean, honestly, if this was like 19 million estimate,
Yeah.
I'd probably still say under.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I must be out of the loop. But it's I'm going under as well.
Yeah.
At 50 million, that's crazy to me. And then the other film, which, God, I was hoping to be able to go see today, and it just didn't happen. Damn it. I really want to see this in the theater. I love this series. This one looks fantastic. It's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailers for this?
Nope.
God, it looks so good.
Really?
Oh, man. I mean, I love these last Mad Max films. Are just,
Yeah. They're popular.
They're epic, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, Fury Road is freaking epic film.
Yeah.
This is the origin story of renegade warrior Furiosa before her encounter and team up with Mad Max. So that's what this story's about. It stars Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa. Really like her. And Chris Hemsworth is in this. Of course, George Miller directed it, as he's directed all the Mad Max films. So really, really looking forward to seeing this one. 89% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Solid.
Yeah.
Freaking solid. And interestingly enough, also an estimate of 50 million.
Huh.
So, I mean, I don't remember ever seeing that.
No.
Where there's 2 films a week and they both
Uh-uh.
have the same estimate.
That's weird.
So 50 mil for Furiosa, brother. What you got?
I think I said under.
You said over.
Did I?
Yeah,
Well, that's smart.
I said over as well,
yeah,
man.
I think it should be.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought-
been hyped.
I remember
quite a
I
bit.
sat there for a while trying to figure out, do I really want to go over?
Yeah.
Or,
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, good.
I hope it goes over because I'd love to see the series continue. It's so creative. It's just the whole vibe of it is just.
They
the
still
whole
have
Mad Max.
sandworms.
What's that?
They still have sandworms.
That's Dune, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be
That's
all right.
right.
You'll be all right.
I mean, it could have sandworms.
it could. It
You're
could.
right.
They're
It's
all
the same kind of movie.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, there you go. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that film. And there you go. That is this week's Over Unders.
That was so nice.
Right?
So
Right?
nice, brother.
Another showdown, sir.
Oh,
Damn it.
So nice.
Oh God. What do we got? We got the email, or no? We got first you go to our website. It's www.dvdweeklypodcast.com.
And I am in the works of fixing our website.
Ooh, exciting.
I fixed Mouse Ears Radio. I'm sorry, I know I did that
Great.
first.
Yeah, thanks.
But and now I had to completely go in and redo it.
Yeah.
So now, but see, put it this way, I tested it
That was exactly.
on Mouse Ears Radio just to see if it was going to work. And now that I see that it works, I'm ready to fix DVD Weekly Podcast.
Very good. Very good.
I don't know what happened, dude. It just it lost its formatting. The picture that I had up there, it lost the picture. Something really weird happened to our websites. So it must have been some kind of an update that just wiped everything because it happened just about the same time.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'll fix it.
Bring
I
it
promise.
back, brother. Bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot to mention during the show, during sports, and it just popped into my head. 'Cause
What's
I
that?
thought, you know what? It's almost time to start thinking about fantasy football.
That
and
it
that
is.
is because 2 weeks ago, well, about a week and a half ago, the NFL... oh, God.
He gets so emotional over the NFL.
The NFL schedule
Yeah.
was released.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that is such a
Yeah.
big day for me.
Yes.
And actually, yeah, that's right. It was last Wednesday because it was the first day that I had the freaking kidney stone drama.
I will bet. Well, that's probably what did it. I will bet
Oh, maybe.
that when that schedule came out that night,
Yeah.
you slept with it.
Oh, I mean,
It was in the bed. When
you know,
when
as
fell
soon as the
asleep.
schedule came out, I was on the phone with the Ramley, and Wyatt called me immediately,
The
and we were like,
Ramley.
yeah, oh yeah, it's a
Listen
Ramley.
to that, Will.
But yeah, I already started, because once that schedule comes out, that's that makes my plans for the rest of the year.
That's it.
Right?
That's a calendar.
So-
Look out.
Yeah, seriously.
Here
Because
comes a
we're
pin.
looking to hit the San Francisco game this year.
Yeah.
Because we went to Arizona because we want to do the whole division. So me and Wyatt and some of the other Ramley, we went out to Arizona 2 years ago, and then Wyatt came up here for the Seattle game last year, and then so we're thinking we're going to try and hit the Niners game this year, man, in San Fran. So we'll see what happens.
Why
there.
is the word Ramley giving me the same effect as the word merch?
Uh-oh, that ain't good.
No, it's
Maybe it's because you're not a Rams fan,
But Ramley's cute. I get it.
right? Yeah,
It's the Ram family. He's a Rams fan,
that's
folks.
right. That's right.
If they're new.
Oh, God, if you didn't know that.
No.
But yeah, the Rams open up on Sunday Night Football, Week 1 in Detroit. Like a rematch of the playoff game last year. The Stafford, who was the longtime Lion, and then obviously the Rams traded Goff to the Lions. It's a lot of great storylines. So
Yeah.
a really good way to start the
Cool.
the season. So can't wait. We'll get closer, and then we will start talking about the DVD Weekly Fantasy Football.
I like it.
Yeah. We got the email address feedback at dvdweeklypodcast.com and that beautiful phone number.
406-426-1DVD.
And I will tell you, we have some phone calls waiting in the wings.
All ready for next week,
All
huh?
ready for next
I
week.
like
But get
it,
on
brother.
it. Get on it. Don't
line
make that
them
nut.
up.
Call up and say what's on your mind.
That's right. Have a great Memorial Day
Hey,
weekend.
happy Memorial Day, folks.
Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to all those folks that have lost people
Yep.
in service.
Yep.
And man, thank God for them. Cause
Absolutely.
geez, just, whew, that's
We're
heavy
here
stuff
because
right
of
there.
you.
Yeah, enjoy the racing this weekend.
Yes, sir.
God, it's going to be fun.
And here, I'll do it for you. Back home again. No, go ahead.
I loved it.
No.
Sayonara.